Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jack's Curated Business Ideas. My name is Juwon Ogungbe, and I am here with Jack Lookman, who has many ideas to share with you that might give your business a boost. Hello, Jack. How are you today?
Hello, Egbo. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. What would you like to share with us in this episode?
Oh, well, I've titled today's topic as If I Had to Monetize Digital Content for Redundant Workers. Basically, like you probably know, I've done some content on redundancies on, I call it Jack's Redundancy Empowerment. Now, if I had to do digital content, more content to monetize, how would I go about it? One, I shall create and update the correct curriculum as necessary. Now, the curriculum, job hunting, leveraging AI, or alternatives to paid employment, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to create curriculum and I'm going to update it as necessary. I shall leverage different platforms. Already I've got it on a blog and paperbacks, but there is opportunities for ebook, online courses, podcasts, social media, membership site, and so on. Um, I shall also include upsells. So while I'm doing content, maybe for example on the blog, apart from upsells, which might be my own products or products of other people, which I'll be doing affiliate marketing for, I'm also going to be signposting people to where they can get useful content, such that if I cannot give them the full content by myself, I can at least signpost them even without making money from that process. So there's the option of signposting them via affiliate marketing and I can make a profit, or alternatively, just signposting them. This might be to useful books, useful websites, etc. I shall also leverage, well, affiliate marketing both for myself and for the users. For myself, I can leverage affiliate marketing by promoting third-party products and services and monetizing. And for my users, from my own content that I've created, if they support in marketing them themselves as affiliate marketers, they could also make money from it. I shall also update the content as necessary. So the content is not going to be stuck in stone. It's something that I'll continually update. I shall collaborate as necessary. There might be other people who might want to share in creating content in their areas of expertise. There are some people who might want to collaborate in cash or kind, etc. So there's going to be the opportunity to collaborate, and then we can leverage the profit sharing formula principle to share profits. I shall also do market research and competitor research. That's good practice in the business landscape. I shall have a sales funnel. So if I'm creating content, for example, as online course, that's not going to be the only income stream. There are going to be multiple income streams so that way it makes it more worthwhile, and then I shall offer great value. That value is of great importance. So, for example, if I'm offering content on maybe for newly people who are recently made redundant, or those who have been made redundant in the past, or those who cannot find their way after being made redundant, I'm going to package useful content and signpost them accordingly so that they get more value and then they can progress with their life journey. And finally, I shall outsource as necessary. The other day, while I was doing some research, whether one can outsource online creation, online course creation, and there are actually some people, if you brief them well, they can actually create online courses for you. And then, of course, you do the necessary legalities, etc. But obviously, like in most professions, you have to brief them, you have to take ownership right from the onset, and then of course maybe negotiate, and then they deliver it for you, and then you take ownership, and that's where you can actually sell that as a product. So those are some of my thoughts on if I had to create digital content for redundant workers. And by the way, I said I already have content relating to that niche. It's been quite popular, very, very popular. There's been a lot of demand for the content. So if people want to explore that niche, hopefully they can explore it and monetize it. And of course, if they want to collaborate, I'm also happy to collaborate. So that's it in a nutshell.
So all of this information that could be made available to people who need ideas about how to move forward after redundancy. Are you saying that they could be pulled into one place, or are you saying that, I mean, can you explain how people can tap into this? How would they tap into it? And
Okay,
how would an entrepreneur, what's the role of the entrepreneur in this exchange?
Okay, on the one hand, the content is going to be on multiple platforms. On the one hand, you can have a blog where people can access information. You can have paperback books where they can have access to information, ebooks, online courses, even membership sites. They have all those avenues to tap into the content. And then that content is going to be updated as you go along, because people who are made redundant 10 years ago, for example, the challenges they face are probably different from the challenges faced now. Now, AI has come into the equation. So the way you would have tackled redundancy in those days is probably a bit different. So to answer your question, there's going to be multiple platforms, and different people consume content differently. Some consume it as audio, video, or text. So you can put in content for each of them. And for some people, I mentioned the online courses. For some people, they're happy to just consume online courses, and that's good enough for them. So you're providing enough info on platforms for them to consume. Your second question in terms of the entrepreneur is probably going to be a digital entrepreneur. That means they're going to create content online. Blog is online, online course is online, ebook is online. If people want paperback, they can buy that maybe on Amazon or wherever. And your job is to make sure there is content created, which is of value and makes a lot of use for the user. That's your job. And if you need to update it as time goes by, you update it. But as a digital entrepreneur, your job is to create content with lots of value. If you cannot produce all the information that they may need, you can signpost them to where they can get the content, the information. On the one hand, you can do it as an affiliate marketer, promoting other people's products and services. Or on the other hand, you can just signpost them to where they can get useful content. And that's where, those are some of the ways you can actually monetize as a digital entrepreneur in that space.
Okay. So are there any other, is there anything more you'd like to add to?
Nothing, thank you. Just to mention that for the redundancy content, I have quite a bit of content. It's called uh, Jack's Redundancy Empowerment, and that is at empowermentandinspiration.com. There's a whole body of knowledge there. And of course, we've written a few books. They are paperbacks. I'm actually working on trying to convert them to ebooks. And apart from Jack's Redundancy Empowerment, There's also the Jack's Curated Business Ideas, which you can get at curatedbusinessideas.com. There's a whole bank of business ideas there, which people can use. For example, if you're made redundant and you want to do a business, it gives you an idea of the types of businesses you can explore and hopefully monetize. So those are the two key blogs which I think I'll recommend to our users. So, but at the end of the day, redundancy can happen to anybody at any time, irrespective of whether you are the best worker or not. So all those issues are dealt with on the platform, and hopefully it will help you move forward and explore options.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing the idea, and thank you to our listeners and viewers for tuning in. And as you've just mentioned, there are many episodes and lots of different forms of content or content in different formats that people can tap into that Jack Lookman has created, and therefore I hope that people will take the opportunity to look into those, and also looking forward to future episodes. So thank you for tuning in today, and we'll see you again next time.
Thank you, Egbon, and thanks to our viewers and our listeners. Hopefully, we'll see you again next time. Until then, Ireo, Irekabiti.